Okay, Assalamualaikum to Doctor and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Imam Chris bin Abdul Rashid and my matrix number is A204995. And today we will be pitching a social issue that affects all of us, whether we realize it or not. It's an issue that connects our lifestyle, our habits, and the environment we live in. Our topic is the social impact of plastic waste and why our behavior as a community plays a major role in this growing problem. Okay, imagine this. The plastic we throw away today doesn't simply disappear. It breaks into tiny particles and eventually returns to us through the water we drink, the food we eat, and even inside our bodies. This is not a distant warning. It is already happening. Plastic has become part of our everyday life. It's cheap, convenient, and everywhere in packaging, food containers, shopping bags, and takeaway drinks. Because it is so common, most people throw it away without thinking twice. Okay, socially, this has created a pattern, a dependence on single-use plastics, while awareness of recycling and proper waste management remains low. We can see the results around us: clogged drains, polluted rivers, and litter scattered across our neighborhoods. But this behavior comes with serious consequences. When communities don't recycle or dispose of waste properly, plastic ends up in public spaces, rivers, and landfills. This pollutes neighborhoods, creates unpleasant smells, attracts pests, and even affects the health of people living nearby. The core problem is not just the plastic itself, it is our social behavior. Many people still prioritize convenience over responsibility. We often think it is just one bottle or believe someone else will clean it up. But when millions think the same way, plastic pollution becomes a massive social and environmental crisis. This shows that knowledge alone is not enough. Our habits and attitudes must change. So how do we address this? First, we need community education that focus not only on what to recycle, but why it matters. Schools, youth organizations, and local communities can lead initiatives that encourage proper waste separation and reduction. Next, we can promote simple alternatives such as reusable bottles, bags, and containers. When many people adopt small changes, the impact becomes powerful. Most importantly, we need to create a culture where caring for the environment is seen as a shared social responsibility, something that everyone participates in. Real change begins with small, everyday actions. Today, you can refuse unnecessary plastic, bring your own reusable items, and help your community recycle correctly. If each of us make even one responsible choice every day, we can build a cleaner environment and a healthier society. Sustainability is not just an environmental issue; it is a social movement, and it starts with us. Okay, that's all from me. Now I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, hi, my name is Parthiban. Imagine waking up one morning to discover that your monthly expenses have gone up, not because you're spending more, but because the government has increased taxes to cover waste cleanup. Businesses are raising prices due to higher production costs, and tourism is declining because our beaches and rivers are polluted with plastic. This may sound extreme, but it is the economic reality Malaysia could face if plastic waste continues to be mismanaged. From an economic perspective, plastic waste management has become a major financial burden. Malaysia spends millions every year on a waste collection, landfill maintenance, and pollution control. At the same time, key industries like tourism, fisheries, retail, and manufacturing are all feeling the impact of unmanaged plastic waste. Inefficient waste system drain our natural resources, reduce business productivity, and slow down long-term economic growth. The problem isn't a lack of waste facilities, it's the lack of sustainable practices and economic incentives that encourage Malaysians to use plastic responsibly. If this issue continues, our economy will face serious consequences. Government spending on waste and cleanup will keep rising. Polluted beaches and rivers will drive tourists away. Industries such as fisheries and retail will face low productivity and higher operational costs. Investors' confidence may drop due to environmental instability and overcrowded landfills will require costly new infrastructure. If we don't act now, future generations will inherit an economy weighed down by higher expenses, fewer job opportunities, and weakened industry performance. The more we delay, the more expensive the problem becomes. But the good news is, we can still change this path. One important solution is to strengthen Malaysia's recycling industry. By offering incentives, technology support, and plastic buyback scheme, we can reduce waste, lower disposal costs, and create more green jobs, turning plastic into a valuable resource instead of a burden. Another key step is helping businesses, especially SMEs, transition to sustainable practices through green packaging support and waste to profit programs. Companies can reduce long term costs while protecting industries like tourism and fisheries. These actions make sustainability not just environmentally friendly but economically rewarding. Let us not wait until plastic pollution become an irreversible economic burden. I urge everyone here to support Ecocycle Economy Malaysia by practicing responsible plastic use, supporting recycling efforts and encouraging business to adopt sustainable solutions. One small action today can create massive economic benefits tomorrow. Together, we can build a cleaner, stronger, and more prosperous Malaysia. That's all from me. I'll pass it to the next person.
So thank you, Parthiban. My name is Faris. So next we will move on to the third part, which is every time we finish a drink and throw away a plastic bottle, it feels like it disappears, but in reality, that same bottle will still be here 500 years from now on. It will be polluting our rivers, harming wildlife, and eventually coming back to us as microplastics in our food and our water. Plastics, they don't disappear, but it stays forever. So, from an environment perspective, Malaysia is facing a growing plastic waste crisis. We are one of the largest consumers of plastic in Southeast Asia, and millions of tons of it are produced every year. The real problem is not only how much plastic we use, but how we manage it. Many households uh, still mix all types of waste together, causing recyclables plastics to end up in landfills or worse, in our rivers. Even though the government has introduced real efforts such as the No Plastic Bag campaign and the National Roadmap towards the Zero Single-Use Plastics from 2018 to 2020, the impact remains limited if communities don't participate. So these issues becomes more serious when we look at the consequences. Plastics that enters the rivers break down into microplastics, and these tiny particles have been found in seafood, salt, and even drinking water. Marine animals like turtles and fish, they swallow plastics, mistaking them for food, leading to injury and death. Clogged drains filled with plastic waste also increase the risk of flash floods, leading to injury and death. If we continue ignoring proper plastic waste management, Malaysia will face long-term environmental damage, loss of biodiversity, polluted water, and rising health risks for our future generation. But this crisis is not hopeless. In fact, Malaysia already has strong frameworks in place, such as the Zero Single-Use Plastic Roadmap, the Solid Waste Management Act, and SW Corp's National 3R initiative. What we truly need now is active participation from communities, especially by us Malaysians, by simply separating waste at home, reducing single-use plastics, and using the recycling facilities provided by local council. Therefore, each of us can make a meaningful difference. These small habits matters, like bringing a reusable bag while shopping, avoiding unnecessary plastic packaging, and sorting plastic bottles and containers before disposal may seem minor, but when millions of Malaysians do it together, the impact becomes powerful. Therefore, we can prevent plastic from entering rivers or oceans, and we can reduce pollution and protect our ecosystem. So today I urge all of us to take responsibility, start with one change and reduce your plastic use. Recycle correctly, or support local environmental programs, the future of our environment depends on the actions that we take now. So let us work together to ensure that Malaysia's rivers and oceans stay clean, our marine life stays alive, and our planet remains healthy for generations to come. Thank you. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
So yeah, thank you Faris for highlighting the environmental impact of plastic waste. Hi everyone, my name is Arwin and my metric number is A202488. Today I will be presenting the technological perspective on how innovation and modern technology can help us tackle this crisis more effectively. Every day, we throw away plastic and never think about what happens next. But behind the scenes, mountains of waste are growing faster than humans can manage. Without new technology, our plastic problem is become bigger, faster, and more invisible than ever. Today, technology plays a major role in modern waste management. Many countries already use AI-powered sorting machines, smart recycling bins, and advanced chemical recycling systems to help reduce plastic pollution. However, in Malaysia, progress is slower. Many recycling centers still depend on manual sorting, outdated equipments, and limited digital tracking. Because of this, our recycling process becomes inefficient, inconsistent, and unable to keep up with the increasing amount of plastic waste. The challenge is that technology alone cannot fix everything. Most recycling centers in Malaysia lack modern equipments to properly separate and process different types of plastics. Without automations, a large amount of recyclable plastic ends up in landfills simply because we do not have enough manpower or the right tools. Communities also lack access to smart bins or user-friendly recycling apps, leading to low participation and contamination of recyclable materials. As a result, the gap between existing technology and what we are actually using continues to slow down our efforts to manage plastic waste effectively. To address this, Malaysia needs to invest in modern technologies that can improve the efficiency of our recycling systems. AI-powered sorting machines and sensor-based systems can accurately identify and separate plastics. Smart recycling bins can reduce contamination and speed up the process. Mobile apps can guide the public on proper recycling practices and help them locate nearby recycling centers. Furthermore, advanced technologies such as chemical recycling and plastic to fuel system can turn low quality plastics into reusable materials instead of sending them to landfills. When combined with active community participation, this innovation can significantly transform our waste management system. So let us start supporting technology-driven solutions today. Use recycling apps, throw plastic into the correct bins, and encourage others to adopt smarter waste habits. When we embrace innovation, we take an important step toward solving the plastic crisis. A cleaner tomorrow begins with smarter technology, and that responsibility starts with us. Thank you. I now pass it to Iman.
Okay, so that already conclude our teaching. So thank you to our presenter, and that's all from us, Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you.